What's happening, people? Welcome back to a live reaction. Full time finished. Newcastle 2, Liverpool 2. And I apologise for my fucking language in the stream, but I'm a passionate fan. So it is what it is. Disgusting performance overall. Tough first half, woeful. Time and time again, we're not learning from our mistakes. You know, you've got Ryan Gravenberch, who is the one who should be the most defensive pivot. And he just gets the ball, drives forward all the time, and he makes the wrong decision time and time again. He's simply not good enough for Liverpool. He's a number 8. He can't work in a pivot. He hasn't got the attributes, and he hasn't got the fucking IQ, and he hasn't got the brain cells to play in the 8. In the 6 in the pivot. Keep playing like that, and it's going to be a long season. Lads, I'm only one of a few Liverpool fans. Well, I'm probably the only one, like the only content creator on YouTube who predicted Liverpool to finish about 6th or 7th. Everyone else just gaslights the players, lads, and you just back Liverpool blindly, but without telling the truth or giving an objective or honest opinion. This team is not cut out for Champions League football. It's simply not. Everyone on YouTube predicted Newcastle to be in a relegation fight, and then that's the performance you put in. First game of the season under a new manager. It's absolutely shocking. The first half was a disgrace. I thought Jackie looked a bit fucking nervous. Frimpong is Frimpong. It's just if Frimpong continues to be the right back, it's just going to be the same problems and the same issue and the same objective opinion on Frimpong. He's just not good enough. I don't know how he become a footballer because he's so shit. Yeah, that's a poor Newcastle team as well. Exactly. And you had Lewis Marley, lad. You had Lewis Marley, who's 20, and some stare fella who played for fucking Ajax, who's 18 in a pivot, and they dominated our midfield. Our midfield is the biggest issue in this squad, but FSG don't see that. Even yourself, you're an Everton fan, lads. You're a rival, and you can see the problems going on with Liverpool. But our owners can't. And it just baffles my brain how that is possible. How come Liverpool fans and rival fans see the main issues with Liverpool, and you're a blue nose and you can see the fucking problems, but our owners can't? Yeah, but Frimpong shit, Kirk has had an absolute disgraceful game. He was absolutely shocking. Absolute shocking. But there was on a few occasions where he got left exposed. Kirk has one-on-one with Elanga. The midfield wasn't helping. Gakpo wasn't coming back to help him. The fact he's brought on Kumas is a worry. This is what I said, though. This is what I said before the game kicked off. And I said, it's interesting to see the bench, and that was our bench today. But Kumas put himself about, but he's just not good enough, is he, for Liverpool? You know, it is what it is. He come on, battled, put his body about, gave his energy. But for a club like Liverpool, if you want a chance for league titles or Champions League, you need more than that. Yeah, so Kirk has been Van Dijk. He got a bit. He got let. You can't blame him for the goal. The first goal's on Gravenberch, 100% on Gravenberch. But I'll get to that in a minute. But I think that he made one mistake by pushing up. I think he should have dropped back a bit for the goal for Elanga, because you know Elanga's got pace to burn. Szoboszlai going into the midfield. Szoboszlai. I said from day one, well before pre-season and well before the season kicked off, Dominic Szoboszlai is a question mark in the pivot. Why is that? he's got no defense. He hasn't got the IQ defensively. He switches off. He lets people run past him every fucking time. He's either a 10 or you put him on the bench. Or if you have to play somebody like a pivot, you need someone who's defensive, a João Palhinha, a Lamine Camara, a Rodri, Casemiro, Caicedo, them type of pivot, them type of DMs you need to play alongside Szoboszlai. Gravenberch for me, the worst player. He wasn't the worst player on the pitch, but it was his fault for the 2 goals. The first one, you're meant to be the most defensive DM. You're getting the ball, you're running all the way to Newcastle's box to make the wrong decision. You either shoot on sight from the position you were in, or you have to pick a man out, and you've done neither. And then Newcastle countered, and then that's where Newcastle got the first goal from. Gravenberch, dilly-dallying with the ball all the way to Newcastle's box, and then made the wrong decision. The whole team was shit, yeah. I completely agree with you, Joe. Completely agree. Defence needs to be more focused on after you score as well. Joe conceded straight away. But today, none of it was on the defence. It was the midfield. The midfield was the biggest issue today, because defenders can only do so much. If defenders haven't got help off the midfielders, then what are you supposed to do? Do you know what I mean? Defence wasn't fucking world class or great, but they could have done with some help from the midfield today. And the 2 pivot midfielders in Gravenberch and Szoboszlai did not once help out the defence. The defence got left exposed on the counter. Best player was Gakpo, yeah, and that tells you what you need to know. Best player is Gakpo, and he's probably going to Tottenham next week. And Gakpo was shit, but he was Liverpool's best player. That's how bad the performance was. If someone's shit, but he was your best player, that just tells you what you need to know about your overall performance. Right back and left back were awful, yeah. I was saying that before. Kirkes, I've still got time for Kirkes because I know how good Kirkes was under Areola. But Frimpong, I don't know how he become a footballer. He is absolutely shocking. He's poor. He's bad. On and off the ball, Frimpong is... I'd rather stick pins and needles in my eye. He's absolutely woeful. But today, it was all on the midfield. The midfield got absolutely terrorised, bullied. You know, I did not see one midfielder win a 50-50. Not one 50-50. It was horrible. It's a joke how much space I'm allowed to spend now. Because the PSR works over 5 years, and the last 5 years they haven't spent any money. But they will recruit some money back. They sell like with Charleston will probably go, Solanke will go, maybe one of the midfielders will go. But they will recruit money, but let them spend the money, because they're spending the money on shit. Savinho for 85 million. He's only scored 2 Premier League goals in 2 years, and he's costing 85 million, so I don't mind him doing that. Would you take Trent back if he comes available? No, once a rat, always a rat. Don't want him back. Me right back, my first choice was Coyote off Brentford. He was my first choice, but he signed a new contract at Brentford about a month or 2 ago. Yeah, Joe agrees with me as well. Yeah, no. Once a Rasso, just because the grass is not always greener on the other side, it doesn't give you the right to fucking come back. But I thought Florian Wirtz today was absolutely horrendous. 116 million. I said, if Wirtz doesn't pull up trees this season, sell him. I don't care. Give him time. He played under Arne Slot. Now he's under Areola, and the same shit's happening all the time. He's holding on the ball too long. He doesn't release the pass. He's too weak. He loses out every fucking tackle. He can't fucking beat a man. He shoots like a fucking 3-year-old girl. He's got no power in his shots. His decision-making has been fucking below par. Florian Wirtz needs to fucking fix up big time. Otherwise, Because if Bayern Munich put £100 million bid in for Florian Wirtz this summer, I'd sell him. I don't care how much people go fucking moan at me. If we got offered 100 mil for Wirtz, I'd take a 16 mil loss and I'd sell him. I would. I don't think Florian Wirtz is cut out for the Premier League. You get players like that. Look at Shevchenko. Shevchenko was a world-class player, but when he comes to the Premier League, he was fucking shite. Some players are not made for the Premier League. Rio Engamoa, for me, he was probably the worst player on the pitch, Rio. I don't think he's fucking Premier League ready yet. The talent's there. We know he's got the talent, but I don't think he's ready for the Premier League. I was crying. I was moaning. If people go back and watch my previous videos, you'd all see I moan all the time. Rio playing on the right. Rio is bang average, absolute shocking on the right. And what does Iriola do? Put him on the right. Look. I said put Victor Munoz on the right. Look at Victor Munoz when he come on. He's got the pace to beat a man. Rio wants ball to feet every single time. Rio doesn't want to run in behind like Victor Munoz. Rio always wants ball to feet. And when he's on the right-hand side, he comes to traffic. He can't beat a man, so he has to come in field. And when he comes in field, Newcastle just got bodies back to defend. Rio Engamoa, either put him on the left or you just put him on the bench. It's as simple as that. I don't want to see today, first game of the season is proved, and the whole pre-season, the 3 games in pre-season, Monaco, Como, Leeds, even Wrexham. I know we got his goal, but don't take that into consideration because the goal was just jammy. He has been absolutely shocking on the right. Now this performance, hopefully, we managed to get a draw. We managed to scrape a draw by the skin of our teeth. A penalty in the 98th minute. Hopefully, that gives the owners some encouragement to go and get an out right winger. Stop fucking shoehorning players. I'm sick of this fucking football club shoehorning players out of position just so they don't have to buy anyone. We ran poorly. These owners are fucking scumbags. And I don't care, I call it out for what it is. These owners are absolutely pathetic. They don't want the best for Liverpool. All they care about is them fucking selves. And sooner the better, the fucking out of here, the fucking better. Rio needs to go on loan abroad. Rio's perfect on the bench coming on for Barcola. Once Barcola comes on the left side, and then Rio come off the bench, that's perfect. Rio's a bit like Iriola. He's getting left out to home to dry because Rio's getting played out of position where he's not comfortable. He doesn't feel comfortable there, but he's getting made to play there, and it's not fair on a 17-year-old kid. But Rio's perfect to be back up to Barcola and then just go and get an out right winger. Just go and spend the fucking money, man. Awful on the right. Completely agree. Fucking absolute shocking shite. No, I'd say you need a loan if it's in a comedy if you get game time in the Prem. I know, but if we loan them out, and Gakpo's going, who have we got? We've got no one. We can't afford to sell players. Our team, look, you like you said before, look at our bench. Our bench is woeful. Our owners are not going to spend money and then loan Rio out. Put them on loan. Don't want Brighton play. Minter, I know, it's a fucking issue. I don't get it with this club, Joe. I really don't, lad. The club's going to be the fucking death of me. They just make me angry, rage. Keep Gakpo. To get Barcola, they're going to have to sell Gakpo. I think Gakpo's going to go now for about 90 million. Because Savino just went for 85. If Tottenham don't offer us 90 million for Gakpo, I'd keep Gakpo. 70 mil. I think they're going to... I think 90 mil for Gakpo. If you look into this market, that's a fair price with Marmou's going for about 80. Savino, 85. Gakpo's definitely worth 90. Because Gakpo's shit, but Gakpo can still bag you a goal. That's the good thing with Gakpo. Gakpo's absolutely fucking wanky shit. But for some reason, he managed to get goals. And I've got question marks over Isak. I thought Isak was absolutely shocking today. When he was losing 50-50s against Sven Botman, man. Sven Botman, for all people. He was just getting shrugged off the ball. And then, I think he was a bit nervous. A Newcastle player would just go through the back of him on purpose or something. Just so to keep the Newcastle fans happy. But I've got the same energy with Wirtz and Isak. If Isak has another shocking season again this season, I'd sell him. I'd take fucking 80 million for him if he has another shocking season. He's had I'm giving them 2 years. He had last year, and I'm going to give them this year. So they've had 2 years at the club. If it's just shite, I want them gone. It's as simple as that. And now we're fucked. If Isak gets injured, we're going to have to rely on a Chiesa or a Kumas to play up front. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what fucking FSG do to you. They ruin you. They don't. I know for a fact if Areola got the players he wants, he can challenge for the Premier League 100%. 100% Areola could challenge for the Premier League. If he got a fucking normal right back, a fucking CDM who can actually fucking defend, his 2 wingers and a backup striker were easily challenging for the league. But FSG don't want to do that. FSG would rather make money than make Liverpool better. And the first half was absolutely abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Time and time again, just getting counter-attacked. It was like you might as well just play the game with no midfielders. Because the midfield did not do anything whatsoever. And we went a goal behind because of fucking Gravenberch's stupid mistake, not making the right decision in the final third when you're meant to be the deepest fucking DM in the pivot. And then we go a goal down at half time. Second half, Gakpo was so much better. Gakpo was just getting the ball. He was running at his man. He was trying to create something, but he cuts into traffic and then just like passes it 2 yards to the left. I don't see the fucking point in it. But then Gakpo picks the ball up from like the central position, drives, and just fucking hits one in the bottom bin, and we get back level. But time and time again, and this happened last year under a different manager, but the same shit is happening. We score, but then concede a minute later. Again, Gravenberch, you're meant to be the deepest fucking DM in the pivot. You're on the edge of the Newcastle box trying to do back heels. Gives the ball away, bang, 2 passes, Newcastle are in behind, and finish. I thought Alisson maybe could have done a bit better because there wasn't enough pace on the ball, but it was in the corner. But I think I'm just thinking of the standards I put Alisson. I think he could have done slightly a bit better, maybe try and get a fingertip to it. But then, as soon as we can see it again, possession. It's all right having possession. When you get to the final third, literally doing nothing with it whatsoever. Not doing a single thing. Spamming crosses. Fucking. And I seen that with Arnie Slot last season. Just spam. But then Victor Munoz comes on for Rio, and I don't think he was good, to be fair. I'll be honest. I don't think he was good. But he was trying. Like Kumas come on. I don't think Kumas was good. But they were trying. They're driving at plays. They're trying to take plays on. They're trying to create something rather than taking the easy option and passing back. They was trying. And then, like in the 98th minute, we managed. Munoz drives. Lewis Hall brings them down. We get a penalty. And I was shocked. I thought Isak would have took it. And I thought he would have done that celebration when he scored. But Szoboszlai took the pen and slapped it right in the top bin. And we were lucky, got away. We should have lost. Because Newcastle, when we had 2-1 down, Newcastle had about 2 or 3 chances. where they could have should have scored. They should have scored. But that we got, again, 98th minute. These last minute goals, it happened last year. We were getting last minute goals. It's hard when you only come on for the last 15 minutes. It is, yeah. It is really hard. But this is, I don't mind players giving the ball away if they're trying to run and trying to beat a man, they're trying to create. I just can't stand it with the likes of Gakpo, Rio today. Do you get the ball? Well, first half, they get the ball, but then they take an easy option and like pass it like 5 yards backwards. Just go at your man, beat your man. If you lose the ball, unlucky, fight, win the ball back and go again. But it's taking the easy option, letting Newcastle regroup, and it was so easy for Newcastle to defend because if you've got fucking besides Isaac, our players are small. Gakpo's tall, but he's fucking shit in the air. Rio's poor in the air. Munoz is poor. Kumas is poor in the air. But we're just spamming fucking dead balls open to get like a deflection or whatever. But I think the last I'd say 7 minutes, Munoz grew into the game, which I can give him that for. He took his man on repeatedly. He wasn't shying away, taking the easy option. And what happens when you can't take your man on? You get brought on, you get penalties. But I didn't see that from Rio whatsoever today. And next game, I want to see Munoz start on the right-hand side. I want Munoz to start on the right-hand start. Because it's either Rio, I'll probably go on. It all depends what happens with Gakpo. I start Gakpo. If Gakpo's still at the club, I start Gakpo and Munoz. Rio can just hold bench. Rio is simply not good enough for the right. And pre-season proved it, and the first game of the season has proved it. And we got lucky with a 2-2 draw. Should have lost. We were poor. But now it's time for fucking the owners to fucking back the new manager. You're bringing in a new manager. Fucking just back him. Just back him. That's all you need to do. You've just sold 40%. You just sold 38% of the club. You've got fucking money. Use it. But I'm fucking... I'm drained. I'm angry over the performance. Fucking pissed off. But I thought I'd just come on do a quick match reaction. But thank you people for watching. If it's just a comment, like and subscribe, be much appreciated. And I will see you soon. Up the fucking Redmen.